That revival come.
Hey!
Revival come.
I'm measured by it. I remember I had money when I was 30 years old, and I now said, okay, I'll marry at the age of 30. I was washing my car one morning when God said, you will not marry at 30. I went into spiritual warfare instantly and bound that voice. And the moment I finished binding that voice, that day, that same day, I don't know, my mother-in-law just didn't accept me again. And that battle continued until the next year when I was 31. So when I sat down to evaluate the situation, I discovered that there was a calendar that my life was structured on. And it did not matter whether my cousin married at 24. If I'm in alignment with God as it is written on that calendar, that's how my life begins to play out. From that time, I don't compare myself with other people, because I know that my own schedule is absolutely different, and God did not consider any other person's life before he gave me that schedule. I remember in Lagos, a friend of mine bought Benz 350 2010 model. 2010 model Benz 350, the Jeep ML 350. So he gave me a lift. So he now asked me, what do you use your money for? I told him, we are learning from you, and this is a wonderful vehicle. How much is this? It says 4 million. You know what I use my money for? Air tickets, flights to go to the next crusade. That's what I use it for. You know what I use it for? This work. For many years, our dressing, me and my wife, were not new. And we did it joyfully. It was if you take it away from us, we would die. You know why? Not because we didn't have money. That house I'm staying in, the time I built it, I had money to build a mansion there. Something was living inside. This is the only woman that can be my wife. If I take my bag and I'm going, I'm gone. I'm gone. Gone. It's either I accomplish what Jesus is saying or I die. Every time I came back, it's because I won. And I came back like that many, many times. You, God spoke to you 2 years ago, and you're already weary. Will you have been able to fulfill what Simeon fulfilled when for 60 years he went to check the temple, just in case that word will come to pass? Wise men said the other day that we are either like milk or wine, because milk spoils with time, but wine gets better with time. There are people that time crush and their quality diminishes, but some others are made strong with the passage of time. Is anything still living in your heart? Oh! There were many friends I used to have before that felt that I was not wise. that what I was supposed to be doing was to consolidate this aspect of the ministry, because this is where money will come. And I was busy jumping from place to place. All that they did not know was the encounter I had with Jesus. Many of them want to come back now. You know how you know your friends? The people that can stay through that darkness. Don't come into lamplight and then try to, even up. It means you have forgotten when God took you from the sheepcote. There are people that are preaching the gospel that are not loyal to Jesus. And in every generation, God will allow some false people to rise too. You know why? So that if you want to give an example of someone that missed the way, you'll be able to call them. You know this person, you will make them popular. It's just like a calabash. If it breaks, it's still useful. Use it to pack debt. It's very effective. God will allow some people that are not loyal to him to rise, in order to be able to give examples to upcoming people. This is how this man. Destiny, wait on Jesus. Wait on Jesus. When we got to Kenya, they gave me a report. They said, the farmers are complaining there's no rain. And when I was preaching on the last night, I'd given the mic and I was going to enter into the car. And Jesus spoke to me. He said, you want to forget the farmers? I said, okay. What do you mean by that? Go and release rain. So I came back to the pulpit. And when I heard the mic like this, I was not in control of the words I spoke thereafter. I heard myself saying, taking authority over the south wind to bring rain. And from that night, the south winds kept coming. And for less than 8 hours after that declaration, can you control the weather? He gave me authority that day. We want to pray tonight because I felt that some of you there are some things that have died. You need to pick it up again. Ancient words, ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open arms. Oh, ancient words. Ancient words, heaven, changing me and changing you. We have come with open arms. Oh, let the ancient words an ancient word, ever changing me and changing. We are with all. One more time now. Ancient word. Siamentoli menekelia mama. Roski so sela mina kela monde.